Hi, and thank you for joining my practice today. Let's begin seated on the mat, and we're gonna work on some breath exercises before we get into it. All right. Eyes could gently gaze forward, or you can close them. Let's begin to find a tall seated position, whether it be on your knees or legs crossed, whatever works for you. We're going to begin to take the breath and try to deepen it as much as we can. So instead of just a big inhale, you're going to do an inhale big, and then as if you can lower that inhale, try to expand the lower belly and just try to push that out, maybe even dropping that breath down a little lower. And then exhale that out slowly. Then inhale, let's go through the belly. So inhale to the belly, fill it up. And then try to drop that breath as if you could expand the lower belly. And then exhale it out slowly. We'll try that again a couple more times. Inhale big and deep, expand the belly fully. Then as if you could drop that breath that you just inhaled, try to expand the lower belly. And then exhale it out slowly. Inhale again one last time. Expand the belly fully. And then drop that air down as low as you can go. And exhale it out slowly. Awesome. Now let's raise the arms up to the sky, inhaling slowly into the belly, past the chest. And exhale, we're going to goalpost arms, shoulder blades down the back. We lift the chin, expand the chest, still inhaling here. Exhale, slowly we reach up to the sky. Inhale, goalpost arms, shoulder blades go down the back. We lift the chin up gently here, expand the chest. Exhale, arms go up to the sky. Slowly exhale, slowly raise those hands up. Maybe gaze down slightly. Inhale last time, goalpost arms, shoulder blades down the back, chin raises up towards the sky. Exhale it out slowly as the arms go up towards the sky. Inhale, we're going to drop the left hand down, reach the right arm overhead, twist the chin to look up towards the sky. Exhale, we switch sides. Inhale, the right hand plants, left hand comes up and over, chin lifts up to the sky. Exhale, we switch in sides, left hand plants, right arm comes up and over. Inhale deep into the side body. Exhale, we're switching sides. Right hand plants, left hand comes up and over. Inhale deep into that left side body. Exhale, come up, arms towards the sky. Inhale, lean back slightly, chin up to the air, to the sky. Exhale, palms come down in prayer in front. Inhale here for a breath to close it out. And exhale, let it go. Awesome. Let's get on our hands and knees. We're going to do some cat-cows, warm up the spine. If your legs are feeling a little stiff from sitting on them, maybe just shoot them back, shake them out. Whenever you're ready, just find yourself in a tabletop, fingers pointing forward over the mat. We're going to inhale, reach the chin up, and the hips go up towards the sky as well as the belly drops down. Exhale, we reverse that like a wave slowly as the hips drop, the chin follows, and the shoulder blades reach up to the sky, pressing into the palms. And inhale, we switch it, wave it with the hips, up the spine, look up towards the sky. Exhale, let's neutralize it and come back to the neutral position. Breathe in, exhale out there. Now let's crunch to the left side. Head tilts towards the left hip. Just slightly, still reaching out of the crown. See how that feels along the neck there. Keeping the shoulder blade square on the right shoulder blade. And we switch sides. Let's lean over to the right side. Keeping the left shoulder blade, hip squared off. So you're stretching out the left side of the neck, your left side of the body. As if you're bringing that right shoulder towards that right hip, but you're keeping the left shoulder back in that neutral position. We're coming back into neutral. And we're inhaling, we're reaching the hips up towards the sky and the chin up towards the sky. We're in cow. Exhale. We reverse the spine into cat pose. Pressing into his palms strong. Inhale, back into neutral. Now let's rock forward and back. Tucking those toes so you can drop into child's pose if needed, depending on how far you want to go back. Maybe widening those knees a little bit more so you can get some space for your butt to fall down in between. And meet those heels as we rock back and forth over those wrists. If there's pinching at all, if there's any strain in those wrists, ease off. Don't go too far forward, but if it's feeling good, maybe go a little bit further forward and stretch into it. Potentially just holding there for a second, pressing into those fingertips, those pads. And seeing how that feels. Maybe there's a little bit of pressure in the wrist. Maybe ease off of it until it's comfortable and then just hold there for a little bit. Doing micro movements. Just finding where it's painful or pinching. And then ease into it a little bit. And if it starts just hurting a little bit more, ease out. Find a more comfortable space. Do some extra little micro movements in those wrists. See how it feels. You're working into those tight places, those places that are unusual for yourself. We don't use our wrists too much, or at least we don't put pressure on them too much. So they're nice and delicate, so we're just going to go easy with it. We're going to bring awareness into those wrists, and then we're going to press out of that. Give them some space. Let them breathe. And then we're going to come up and over those wrists. Now let's bring the fingertips and face them out on the outside of the mat. So fingertips are facing outwards on both sides of the mat. And we're going to rock side to side. Right over those fingertips and going with the wrists. The wrists are getting a little bit more warmed up. Now, switching from side to side, we're going to go forward and back over those wrists. Fingertips still facing the outsides of the mat. Might be a little bit easier going this way. Maybe not. Maybe this is a different direction than you're used to. Learn your body and go easy on the spots that need your work and your attention. Then strengthen those areas that are calling you to strengthen. Alright, we're flipping the hands. Fingertips face the back of the mat. We're going to get a nice forearm stretch here. So we're sitting back of the palms stay on the mat. And we're going to try to stretch those forearms out as the shoulder blades go back and down the back. We broaden the shoulders. Chin maybe tilts up slightly and the head comes out, up, and out as the neck gains some space. Breathe deep there. Stretch it long through those hands, through those forearms. And if it's starting to pinch a little bit or hurt, ease out of it. Shake your hands, potentially just moving those elbows, walking out the arms. And then gently come back into it. Find that place where it's nice and even, where you're not feeling too much pain, but you're recognizing there is some stretching going on. You want to hold there. You don't want to just jump in it and then jump back out of it. Certain times that's okay, but like when you're trying to open your body up, it's important to find yourself to actually just sit in that uncomfortable situation. Where you gotta allow yourself to grow there. Allow yourself to grow in the uncomfortable, to stretch longer, to find space. Alright, let's come back up. Let's sit on those heels. Let's shake out those wrists. Gently just getting that blood flow back into those wrists, finding a little bit of ease, a lighter feel in those joints. Giving them a break from the strain. Let's breathe deep here. Get a few big deep breaths in. Exhale them out. Just waking yourself up on that upper body. Just giving that energy flowing through you. Awesome. Now let's put those hands back down. Lift those knees up. See how those wrists feel. If they're hurting, drop the knees. But we're up in plank pose. We're holding here for a breath. We're checking in with the plank, seeing how the wrists feel. If this is hurting right now, drop the knees and maybe just keep them dropped for the rest of the practice. And then in the future, work into raising into your plank. But hold it for a little while just to see what it feels like. How does it feel sitting up here so high in your plank pose? Alright, we're going to drop that right knee down. We're going to open up to the left side. Left hand comes up towards the sky. We're in open side planks, assisted. Breathe deep. Get that length through the bottom left foot and out through the crown. We're reaching the left arm over the head. And if that feels right, maybe rotate that right bicep out a little bit. And then press in deeper with those fingers and push that right leg back to meet the left and find ourselves in a full side plank. Squaring those hips off to the side of the mat. Check in with the wrist. Maybe press into the fingertips more or drop that right knee. Awesome. Drop the right knee. Drop the left hand. We're coming into a natural tabletop pose. Hold here for a breath. Maybe drop the belly and reach up with the chin as we come into a cow. And exhale, we come into a cat as we wave forward. Chin drops, hips drop. Press into those palms. Inhale, we're into neutral. Breathe here for a breath, and then the right leg shoots back. Position that left knee for assisted side plank on the left side. Press into that left palm. Right arm goes straight up towards the sky. We reach it long. We press into that right leg and stretch through the crown. Breathe deep, stretch long. Feeling all right there with the squared hips and the balance. Maybe reach that right arm over the head and reach it longer. Building that line from the bottom of the right foot all the way out to those fingertips. And then pressing strong into that left palm. Left leg goes back and meets that right foot. And you're strong within a side plank on the left side. Checking with the hips. Are they squared off to the right side of the mat? Are you pushing into those fingertips? Are you lifting your hips up so they don't just drop down, but you're keeping a long, steady, strong line? We're going to find peace in the pain. Peace in the pain. Breathing deep. Alright, left knee drops down, right arm drops as well. We meet in a tabletop pose. Chin reaches up and hips go up as well. We breathe deep into a cow. And exhale, the hips rotate down. We wave the spine forward, chin drops, and we're in a cat for an exhale. Inhale, we come into neutral. Let's actually sit back, so broaden those knees a little bit and sit back into a child's pose. Just giving those wrists a good break. And stretching out through those upper arms. We're going to allow those wrists to just chill out for a moment and take a breath here. Opening up the upper body. Finding some peace right here in this moment. Finding that deep breath. Giving the wrist a nice break from the strain. Alright, now let's walk the hands back. We're going to come up. We're still sitting on the heels. We're in a child pose seat. We're reaching the arms up overhead. We're maybe leaning back a tad. Stretching up to the sky with a big inhale, and then the arms come into the goalpost arms as we were doing earlier. Shoulder blades down the back, our chin still raised, and we're breathing deep with the exhale. Inhale, the arms reach up to the sky. We lean back slightly, opening the chest up to the sky, and exhale, shoulders drop down the back. Arms go into goal post. Exhale, we open that chest wide, broaden the shoulders. Inhale, hands come up to the sky. Last time, this time. As we exhale, the palms drop in front of us. They walk out. Hips come over the knees. Knees come in. We're in tabletop pose. Uncurl those toes. Or keep the knees dropped and shoot the knees up off the mat if it feels right, and we're in plank pose and we're holding for a breath. We're going to hold for another breath. Inhale deep. And exhale it all out slowly. Last one, inhale deep. Exhale, hips come up towards the sky. We're coming into our first downward facing dog. Oh, say hello to those legs that have been just neglected for a little bit of time as we worked on the upper body. Shake them out, move them around. Do the same as you were doing with the wrists. Bring awareness into the hamstrings, the ankles, maybe an ankle's feeling a little tight. Lift up that leg, shake out that foot, see how it feels. Maybe you need to just move it around. You could go slow with that, as slow as you need to. Maybe point those toes and do little circles. Warming up those ankles, similar to as we did with the wrists. Maybe dropping the hips a little bit to the side to side. Feel how it feels on your spine. Keeping the palms planted. Breathing deep, maybe finding a full expression of a downward facing dog as the hips reach up towards the sky. Listen to what your body needs and allow it to find its place. Moving as the breath just deepens and slows down. And floods the legs with awareness and energy. Now find a balance between the press of the hands and the press of the legs. And as you lift those hips up higher, notice how both are equally pressing those hips up higher, as if they, in their own strength, are working together to work for each other. Awesome. We're going to reach that left leg up towards the sky with an inhale as we shoot through that heel. Send it out long and straight, pressing into those fingertips. Breathe deep and we roll forward. Knee comes up between the hands. We plant that left foot down. We come up all the way. Or, if need be, drop that knee for a low lunge or full crescent if you're feeling like that's what you need. Breathe deep here. Find your balance. Press into that left foot. Angle that left knee straight out over those left toes. Square those hips off. Stretch through that right hip and down through that knee and into that right heel as it presses down long. Reaching up towards the sky, we reach back slightly, look up to the sky with our chin tilted up. Exhale, we're going to come back into those goalpost arms. Shoulder blades down the back. Breathing deep with the exhale. And then reach back up with the inhale. Exhale, we're going to lean forward over that right leg. Plant the hands, frame the foot. Left leg shoots backward in plank pose. Inhale here for a breath. Exhale, lower slowly, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra pose. Toes flip, upper body curls up towards the sky. Exhale, we press into those palms, press into those knees, maybe widen those knees wider as we drop back into child's pose. Inhale, we come up into tabletop. Exhale, the feet shoot back, the knees come up. Inhale here for a breath. Exhale, the hips come back up towards the sky. We're finding that downward facing dog. Then we're gonna exhale, the right leg this time goes up towards the sky. We're shooting through that heel nice and long. We're finding strength to that right leg as it lifts up higher and higher and pulls longer and longer. And then we bring the knee through, staying strong as the right foot plants between the hands. And we raise ourselves up to low lunge or full expression of a crescent pose. Finding balance and finding strength before you reach and stretch long. And then breathe in, stretch it out further, maybe dropping those hips a little lower. You want to find that balance and strength before you start to stretch long or do any crazy twists. You want to know you found your place before you go deeper. Awesome. Alright, and if you've got that balance and you're feeling good, let's reach up to the sky with an inhale and tilt back, gently lifting the chin to the sky. Exhale, we drop those shoulder blades down the back as we find ourselves in a cactus or goalpost arms, looking up and opening up the shoulders. Amazing. Inhale, we reach up to the sky. Exhale, we're dropping over that right leg, framing that right foot as the right leg goes back. And we inhale in a strong plank pose, finding that strength in the upper body now as the lower body takes its break. Awesome. Exhale, we lower chaturanga, really activating the upper body, and then inhale, cobra pose, or join me in a full upward facing dog, exposing the chest upwards, and exhale, the hips reach up back to the sky as the toes flip under. We're in downward facing dog. And we're exhaling that out, finding the balance between upper body and lower body as it works up as a triangle, pushing those hips towards the sky. The pressure in the toes is similar to the pressure in the palms and those fingertips. Both equally balanced as the hips reach up higher. Awesome. Left leg comes up. So we reach it back and we stretch it along. We find the strength in that leg as it reaches, and it comes through. We're going to plant in between the palms, and we're going to come up into crescent pose, or you can stay in that low lunge. Reach up and exhale. We're coming into the cactus arms, goalpost arms. Reach up to the sky one more time. And exhale. We're going to come down slowly with the upper body and twist. Begin to twist towards the left side. Hook that right elbow over that left knee. Hands come into prayer. And then as you push the palms together, you're able to twist your upper body and rotate it up towards the sky, or actually shoulder blades squared off to that left side of the mat. Make sure your hips are nice and square. You're reaching through that right leg still. Find that balance and length through that right leg. And you're stretching long through the crown. Maybe tilt the chin up, twisting the head last if you feel comfortable doing so. Inhale here one more time as we hold. Exhale, we release it. We release it as we reach up towards the sky, full crescent pose. Find that balance. Find the strength. Check in with the legs. And then exhale, we drop the hands, frame that left foot. Left foot goes back. Maybe drop those knees if necessary. If not, we're holding in plank for a breath. And we're exhaling slowly, chaturanga. Go into that upward cobra if necessary. Or upward facing dog. Drop those knees, hips go back. We're going to ease out of this for a moment. Find ourselves in a child's pose. Taking in that big breath and then exhaling it all out. nice and easy. Find that breath, find that peace. I know it got a little chaotic there. Trying to keep a balance, trying to listen to all those voices that are calling, all those different places in your body that need attention, awareness. Whether it be balance, strength, maybe adjustment of the feet and hands, potentially the hips. There's so many ways to make the pose easier. And finding that awareness, and then making that awareness be comfort. Is such a great feeling. Alright, we're going to inhale here into this child pose one more time. Make it a deep inhale. Getting that energy, and then exhale, we're coming up over the wrists. Maybe finding a cow pose in a tabletop. Exhale is rotate those hips down and end up in a cat, maybe coming over those wrists just lightly. Exhale, the hips go back. We're in a natural tabletop pose. We untuck those toes. If necessary, we're going to bring those knees up and we're in a full plank pose, maybe reaching those legs back further if necessary. Breathing deep here. Exhale, we lower slowly, chaturanga. Toes flip, we reach up with the chest, broaden those shoulders, clench those buttocks to protect the lower back. And exhale, the hips come up towards the sky. We press into those hands. We find the place with our feet that brings a balance of the upper body and the lower body together. Inhale deep here. We're coming back into strength. Exhale, the right leg comes up towards the sky. We stretch through that heel. We're reaching long. We're pulling further. We're being strong. We're pressing into those fingertips. We're reaching further. We're pressing down that left heel. Stretching out that left leg as the right stretches tall. And exhale. We bring it through. Plant it between the palms. Drop that left knee if necessary. If not, raise up towards the sky. Pressing into those feet, reaching up, up, up with the hands. Breathing deep into your strength, into your balance, and exhale. The elbows drop, and we're ending up in cactus or goalpost arms with the upper body. Inhale, we reach up to the sky. Exhale, we're tilting forward slowly, slowly, slowly. And we begin to twist, twist, twist towards the right. Palms meet, prayer position. And then as the left elbow hooks onto that right knee, we press into the palms gently to bring a deeper twist. Stretching long through the crown, through that left leg, nice long line. Hips are squared off. Maybe raise that left hip a little bit more. Maybe it's dropped down too far. Maybe you need to look forward, see where that right knee is. Is it strong, pointed over that big toe, the one right next to the big toe? That's where it really wants to point forward over. Alright. Deepen that twist. Find that length. Maybe gaze up with the chin, finding a deeper twist. Inhale here one more time. Exhale, we untwist that. As we come up slowly and reach up to the sky with a full crescent or knee dropped with that low lunge. Exhale, the hands drop. We frame that right foot. Right leg goes back. We inhale in a plank pose. Broaden those shoulder blades. Reach down through the back. Exhale. We lower slowly. We're strong. Elbows are tucked in. Toes untuck. And we roll forward, upward facing dog. With a big inhale. Exhale. We press into those palms. Hips go up towards the sky. Find your place with your feet. Join me in a delicious downward facing dog. Breathing deep and stretching long here. Inhale deep one more time. And we're going to slowly walk our hands back. Slowly back. Keeping those legs straight. All the way until we meet those toes, meet those feet, and then we're going to inhale. Stretch out long with a flat back. Exhale, dive down deep and fold over those legs. Not hyperextending, but keeping those legs nice and long. Try reaching up with the hips rather than pushing the knees back. Maybe pulling the upper body forward as the hips raise up higher. Finding a breath here. Exhale, we bend the knees, press into the feet. We reach up towards the sky. Inhaling deep as we reach back. Last time with the cactus arms. As the elbows drop down, shoulder blades on the back, shoulders opening wide. Breathe deep here. Exhale, hands reach up towards the sky. Inhale, reach them higher. And then exhale, the palms meet. They come down in front of the chest. We're in prayer pose for a moment. Breathe and find your strength in a solid stand. Exhale it out as it pours into the ground beneath you. Reducing strength and then giving strength. Inhale one more time. Giving yourself strength. And then let it pour out into the ground beneath you. From here we're going to reach up to the sky one more time. And then exhale, fold it forward and drift over those legs. Let's find flat back. Last time. Exhale, forward fold. Gently, maybe deeply. This is the last one. And then inhale, let's walk our hands forward into plank pose. Maybe drop those knees if you would like. Inhale here for a breath. And exhale, drop the knees if they're up. Sit back onto the heels. Broaden the shoulders and find yourself in a seat. Reaching the chin up. Breathing deep. And exhaling it all out slowly. Calming yourself down. Focusing on that breath. Allow it to energize you, then allow it to be able to empty you of that energy and give you peace. So dwell between the balance of power and surrender. To fight for, and then to be able to be fought for. Knowing you're never alone in this walk. But rather that balance between the give and take. Deep breath in. And the exhale out. Now allow it to find its own rhythm. Allow yourself to be present, experiencing the sounds around you. Maybe the smells. Do you sense any smells? Maybe if they're super subtle. Perhaps you have grown accustomed to them. Maybe just grown away from awareness. Without controlling the breath, see if you can notice the smell. As if it's coming on its own.